Good evening, lovelies. So I am going to do a little garden tour this evening. I am gonna try to go through it pretty quickly. It is almost 8 o'clock, and so I am fighting the light, but we're gonna try to do it because I'm afraid tomorrow might actually be rainy and or stormy. There's chances of storms the next couple of days, and I can see some clouds already rolling in, so I'm a little nervous that I might not make it to tomorrow, so I'm going to try to do my garden tour video today. So just to kind of update you on everything, so my marigolds are looking great. These are the ones I started from seeds and just about ready to bloom. Some of them have gotten really tall, and oh yep, that one there is going to be a yellow one. You can definitely see the coloring. The green beans are doing okay. I have some of them that look like they're getting probably eaten by a bug or something, so we'll see. Let me actually zoom you guys out a little bit there, that way you can see a little bit better all the way down. So as you can see, these here have just popped up because I had to replant some of them. So, but some of them are looking pretty good. So overall, beans are doing well, I think. May just have a few pockets to replant. And then my herbs are looking good. My basil is all starting to go and looking good almost in every pocket. I think we've got some good growth up there. So happy about that. My thyme is doing good. Some of them are just getting started, as you can see, but overall the thyme is looking pretty good. We got some cilantro, believe it or not. We got a little bit that has popped up here and there, and I just watered everything, so it's kind of looking a little bent over because of that, but it'll pop back up. Then the next row is my oregano, and we definitely have got some little oregano going. Down here we have lemon balm, and I think almost all those pockets have some. And then down here is the spearmint. I don't think any spearmint yet. Oh no, that's holy basil. I see a little green down there and right there, and that's holy basil. So, oh yeah, there we go. There's some spearmint. Okay, so we're gonna get some spearmint. It's just kind of slow. There may be some right down in there by the edges. And then down here along the bottom we have the rosemary. And most of the pockets I think have some growth. I'm assuming that's what rosemary looks like. I've not grown it yet, so this is a new experience for me. But overall, most of my herbs now have finally bloomed. And then my peppers are looking good. Again, I watered, so they're kind of fallen over a little bit because of the watering. But my serranos, everything's looking green. They're putting on new leaves. Then I got my jalapenos down here. They're doing just fine. And then I got my Jimmy Nardellos. And then down below there, the Sugar Rush peach peppers, and then my Hungarian hot wax down below. But all of these peppers were looking good when I was watering them. Just kind of slow growing. But next year, of course, all of these I started from seed. So those are all seed starts. So next year I'm going to start them. I started them mid-March. I'm going to start them earlier and see if I can get them a little bit bigger before I go to actually plant them out. So, all right. So now let's go out and walk out to the garden. My flowers are looking good. I watered them this evening. So they are looking good. And let's go ahead and take a little walk out to the big garden. And it takes me, I watered my potatoes and stuff in the front yard before I had supper, and then came out afterwards and watered my big garden. and it takes a little while to water everything. My mom, she actually put this in for my Easter present. And so I just brought a little shepherd's hook out here. And it's a solar thing, and they light up, and these little hummingbirds will light up and change color. It's real pretty. It's way out here, and most of the time, by the time I'm out here at this time of night, I'm actually more up on my front porch and not so much out here. So, all right, so a little update on my squash bed. Looking great. So far, everything looks good. We'll just kind of keep an eye on everything. But this is my zucchini squash. It is doing the best so far. And then that's yellow squashes. And then these are my patty pans or scallop squashes. So I got white ones and then yellow ones on the end. But all of them have come up. So all of them are looking good. And then my beans are looking good. I did, replant some. And so you can see some have sprouted up from the ones that I planted. There's a little one there. Not too many in here have sprouted. I think that one's getting ready to in the middle. Yep. That one has. So yeah, we're just gonna, I think that actual seed popped up. I am wondering if I just heard thunder. I don't know, I'm gonna have to. I didn't think we were supposed to get any. It's either that or a train, and it's hard to know. But that's what it looks like off to the west, which it looks worse through this on my phone than it does in real life. It's really not that dark looking compared to, that's the blue sky. So comparatively, it's not that much darker, but I just heard a little rumble of something. So to be determined. But my beans looking pretty good. We've got a few popping up and sprouting. So we'll see if I can get the rest of the holes to fill in. I may have to come back out and plant a few more. This is celery. I've never tried growing celery. I have no idea. That's just kind of an experiment, to be straight up honest. Then my tomato bed's looking pretty good. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have some kind of trellising for these, something for them to hold them upright. We're gonna see how they do. I know the ones up in my front yard that are about 2 to 3 weeks ahead some of them are starting to fall over, and they haven't bloomed yet. So I think that these are gonna be flowers here. So they're starting to flower, but they should, in theory, flower and then go ahead and then eventually die off. But the ones in my front yard haven't flowered out too much that I know of, unless I missed it. So I don't think that they're not ready yet. I think it's just that they've fallen over from maybe because I went a couple extra days without watering, and that could be why. Anyway, I don't know. But the potatoes, that's a learning curve for me. But I may have to figure out some kind of trellising or something for them. And then my kohlrabi. So I thought I had like a bunch of kohlrabi sprouts in here. I think that is. But I thought I had some down here. But I'm not sure that they're going to survive. But that one looks pretty good. And then this one looks pretty good. And I think there's actually 2 plants here, which I may end up moving one of them. I didn't realize that there was 2 that had popped up there, so I probably really ought to move them. So I may try to do that tomorrow. We'll see on that, but I didn't realize that there was actually 2 plants there. I thought it was just 1. Let's see. Next we have, and I just realized that I don't have my mic or anything on, so sound is going to be probably a little, at least it's not windy this evening, so that'll be good, but you'll probably be picking up all the road noise and everything. Then this is my Brussels sprouts. They're just tiny, but we're gonna see if anything will happen with them. I'm not real hopeful because I know that they like cool weather. So let's see, here's my cantaloupes right here. I think they are doing okay. And then I got some cabbage, again, just an experiment. And then, guys, I'm really surprised about my tomato plants. Of course, I watered them so they're a little bit But I've actually got, I mean, they're small. These are all Amish paste. But this one here is looking the best. Actually, well, this one is looking the very best. But I think they're going to come out of it. At least some of them. I know not all of them are. And it's okay if they don't. And there's a little one down there. But I may end up having some tomato plants from seed after all. I'm hoping, but I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I've been getting hopeful whenever I'm seeing the leaves are green. They look like they're actually growing a little bit. So to be determined on the tomatoes. This one here was a Sunray, which is a yellow slicer. That one was my best looking plant all along, and it looks pretty good, really. This is a Sun Gold, which is a yellow cherry. That also is a Sun Gold, and it's looking pretty good, really. And then, of course, that's Aroma that I bought, so those are huge compared to mine. And then this is a little, a Sweetie, which is a yellow, or not a yellow, but a red cherry. And then that one is also supposed to be a Sweetie. And then I've got broccoli and cauliflower in here. So, yeah. Again, I know with all of the brassicas and the broccolis and cauliflowers and cabbages and kohlrabis, that's just an experiment to see what I can and cannot grow before it gets too hot. And then more tomatoes. This is Aroma of mine, but I mean, it's green and it's putting on new leaves. I think there's actually 2 plants there, a little closer together than they should be. There's one over there that's tiny. Then that one, of course, I purchased, and that one I purchased. But look at this one. This one here is one that I had from seed, as well as that one, and that one. This one is too, but it's super tiny. And these two over here are Acre 55s. So I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Some of these in here. This one here, I don't think is going to do anything. You can hardly see it. That one there, I don't know. So there's 3 in here that we'll just see. Oh, I've got grass. I'm going to try to pull that up. So we'll see if any of those turn out. But while we're looking at the ones that I had, this is the mystery tomato that I just threw in there, and I don't even know what kind it is, and it's actually doing pretty good. It's doing better than some. This one here is a Golden Nugget, which is supposed to be a yellow cherry style. That's a Sunray, which is a yellow slicer. This is an Amish paste that actually looks pretty good. And then this is a Dr. Witchy's, which is a yellow slicer. So I may have tomatoes running out my ears. It's very possible. My okra, I think I've only got 1 okra plant that's come up. So I don't know what happened to the other one because I planted 2. So I may have to go back in and plant another seed because I really would like more okra. Or I may try popping them in someplace where something dies. We'll see. And then these are cucumbers, and I bought some I didn't even realize there's 3 plants here. I bought some cucumber trellising that I'm going to be using for my squash. And then also this, if I can figure out how to do it. It's like an A-frame style. So I'm not sure because I just have 1 pot of cucumbers. So I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as we go. And then these are all my aromas that I purchased from the hardware store. I have 2 plants that put on tomatoes, which did not make me happy, but I had no clue. I had missed. So there's 1 tomato, which I don't want tomatoes yet. And then here is other aromas. But I tried to pinch off all the flowers because it is just too soon for that. That may be some flowers right there. I'm gonna have to watch that and see. But I definitely don't want them to be flowering yet. I want them to grow a little bit before they flower. This one here is a Beefmaster. and then a super fantastic and a supersonic. And those are like the big slicer style tomatoes. So yeah, so that's kind of my little garden tour update back here. And my flowers are looking good. And then I will try to take you around and I will show you the front of the house where my other potatoes are and just kind of give you a little update there. But overall, so far things are still green at the moment, mostly. And I may get more tomatoes than I bargained for. So, all right, we will go to the front of the house now. Okay, real quick update up front. So, what is that? I hear a noise. I had a lizard out here earlier. I don't see him, but that might have been him. He was a little blue-tailed lizard. I was out watering and lo and behold, there he popped up. So these are my flowers that I have growing, and now I've just totally forgot the name of them. I will pop it in as soon as I think of it. I want to say dragon something. Why can't I think of these? Anyway, those are flowers. They're looking pretty good. We got some wildflowers there. My beans, this bunch here, I don't know, I probably need to do trellising with my beans. And I realize that, and so I don't think that they are getting close to being ready to harvest. I think it's just that I think these just got dried out too much, and so now they've kind of fallen over, as you can kind of see. So we'll keep an eye on these, but I don't think that the beans are technically done yet. I'm not sure I need to find out because these are a red, I don't know, my mom made these signs. So let's see, a red northern, there we go. So the red northern, there's two different kinds, a red northern and a Yukon Gold. And I'm not sure, I think the Yukon Gold, those might possibly be an early season variety. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look and see if they're early, mid, or late season, because that will depend on when they're ready, and I'm just not sure. But I definitely need to check that out. Garlic, still back here. I'm not seeing any garlic scapes yet, so unsure yet on the garlic. How, I guess it's doing okay. I don't know. Some of them, of course, really didn't ever do well for me. But I have a few right in here. I'll have a few garlic heads. It was just an experiment this year. I've never grown garlic. Well, actually, most things are an experiment because I've never grown most things. So I'll just see how the whole garlic goes. But it's kind of a learning experience. But I know that these were hardneck variety ones, but I haven't seen any scapes yet. So or what I think looks like a scape. Nothing looks like it's trying to flower. So they all just look like the garlic stems. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the potatoes up here. They look okay, except there's a couple here that are starting to kind of fall over. So we'll kind of keep an eye on them. But like I said, I don't think that it's time for them to be done yet. So, all right. And then, my flowers over here are blooming. Yay. They're pretty, and it looks like kind of getting eaten on. Not surprised. So, all right, guys. Well, this concludes my garden tour because it is getting kind of late and the light is definitely starting to fade fast. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week coming up. And this is week 3, I believe. Garden tour week 3. So, all right, guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.